You're now listening to The Next Big Thing, and I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And in this installment of The Next Big Thing, basically what I want to talk about is ACM Records. ACM Records is a large independent record label with hundreds of artists signed to the label from all genres of music, from rap, R&B, reggae, techno, salsa, folk, country, just pop, all types of artists signed to the label. And basically, on the next big thing, I usually talk about one music video or one specific project from an up-and-coming artist or indie label or indie band. But in this edition, I just want to talk about the label as a whole, and I believe, and I'm going to put out this bold statement by saying each and every artist on the label is very talented. I mean, if you listen to one, you're going to want to listen to everybody. Regardless of what genre of music you are specifically into, if you just like good music, period, you're gonna love any of the acts signed on ACM Records. And I definitely guarantee it. I'm actually name some of my favorites too. They have a pop singer on the label by the name of Zemy. Zemy, she's great. She has a record called I Could Be Myself. I Could Be Myself. And it's on iTunes. You could get it. It's definitely a good pop record. Something you could put on, while you're listening to it. Put in your what is that thing called? Put in your your iPod. Why my brain turning mush sometimes? I couldn't think of the word iPod. Another song you want to get in your iPod is from another artist by the name of MCBEE-X, and he has a song called "I'm the Kingpin," and it features Donald D from Ice-T's Rhyme Syndicate. And it also has Soul SK from Freestyle Fellowship. You definitely want to check out I'm the Kingpin. And the reason why MCBEE-X is the Kingpin is because, he also resembles the Marvel villain, the Kingpin. The one that fights Daredevil and Spiderman. Just take a look at him. He should definitely play the Kingpin in an upcoming upcoming Daredevil or Spider-Man movie if they ever, use him again. Because Michael Clarke Duncan passed away. So, and I believe that, I believe that MCBEE-X would have the acting chops to be able to pull it off, too. Who else is another artist? Oh, yeah, PerfectPryzm. They're from Australia. Man, their music is powerful, man. They have a single called Angel. And they have another music called another song called Dare to Live a Dream, and it's very like the lyrics and everything will just definitely stick out in your mind. And the songs are produced by the Klubjumpers, who are Grammy nominated producers. So ACM Records, man, they have some big acts on the label. Oh, speaking of big acts, man, one of the founding fathers of hip-hop, Grandmaster Melle, is also a signee of ACM Records. The Grandmaster Melle. Who else? They have a female rapper by the name of Shif-T, and she's definitely a hard-spitting MC. She has a single called Rapper/Rocker, and she does a very good job blending those two worlds together in her single and in the video. So you definitely want to check out music from her. They have another rapper by the name of Seven. They have a band called they have a band that I really like called the Creeptones. And the Creeptones, man, I'm not gonna say anything that's blasphemous, but they got the sound of like the Beatles. I'm not saying that they're the next Beatles or anything like that. I'm not saying that they're just as good as the Beatles. Don't get me to. I don't want to say anything that's gonna shoot myself. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot here. Because you can't really compare the Beatles to anybody. Because the Beatles is they're way up there. But I just want to say they have that sound, and they're definitely in that lane of the Beatles. It definitely reminds you of what they do. And there's just so many. I can go on forever. I'm not gonna go on forever because I gotta end this podcast. I know you guys are gonna be like, hey, just some guy named Jay, shut up. I'm not gonna listen to you ramble on. But definitely, man, just all of the artists signed to ACM Records is the next big thing, and they have big things coming from the artists on the label. So definitely check out the updates, and you can check out those updates on acmrecordsblog.blogspot.com. You know, and oh yeah, also on their official website, acmrecords.com. So yeah. They all the artists on ACM Records definitely get the Just Some Guy Named Jay seal of approval, and whatever that means to you all. I guess you guys, hey, stick to SNL. I want to hear you talk about Saturday Night Live. That's why I came to the podcast. Just Some Guy Named Jay, not for this, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I definitely co-sign ACM Records, you know. And let's see, is there anything else I want to say about it? Well, at least not in this podcast, but I'll probably make another one if I think of some other artists I want to introduce you all to. But that's all I like to say for now. I'm Just Some Guy Named Jay, and you've been listening to The Next Big Thing.